Galera, antes desse corte continuar, o ADM aqui gostaria de pedir para vocês deixarem o like e se inscreverem no canal. Tamo junto.
Hey, Hamon, I want to talk a little bit about your story and your humble beginnings and how you got into the sport. Obviously, there's things that are on social media that I know about, but since you've been here with me, I truly found out more about your hardships in growing up. Can you tell us about your story in growing up?
Ele falou o seguinte para você falar um pouquinho da sua história, de como você cresceu e tudo mais, que você veio de uma origem bem humilde lá do Brasil, então para você contar um pouco para ele, ele sabe bastante coisa pela mídia, mas ele queria ouvir de você também, que ele ouviu bastante coisa.
Então, tá bom. Eu sou nascido do Rio Branco, Acre, né? Rio Branco, capital do Acre. Acre é um estado bem pequeno, né? Lá tá toda a minha família. Hoje, infelizmente, também eu não pude trazer todos para perto de mim. Por decisão deles também, eles decidiram ficar lá. Vai falando.
He's from Acre, is like a state in the north of Brazil, very far away from São Paulo. His whole family is there. He wanted to bring his family to São Paulo, but his family didn't want to come because São Paulo is not still busy like New York, you know. So you really you have to like big cities.
Então lá eu comecei o fisiculturismo bem antes assim de alguns outros trabalhos que eu fiz, né? Eu comecei treinando numa academia, que foi até a academia que eu te falei do Carlinhos lá, que ele abriu as portas de graça porque a gente não tinha condições. Ele já via ali no meu shape que eu tinha...
Quantos você tinha?
Eu tinha 17.
Oh yeah, so he started bodybuilding when he was like 17. He started working out, and a guy just opened the gym for him for free because he didn't have money to pay the membership.
Eu me ofereci para pagar, só que ele não deixou.
He offered, you know, to pay or to clean or whatever, you know, to work for. He's like, no, I think he saw something in him, in his physique, you know, something different. Acho que ele viu uma coisa diferente em você, não foi que você tinha falado?
Sim.
Yeah, he saw something different in him, so he just let him work out by himself. Without paying the membership.
E depois de um tempo eu fiquei sem me exercitar, sem praticar nada, e comecei a fazer minha calistenia, né, que eram as condições que eu tinha, né, unicamente ali só de fazer o que eu tinha de livre ali, né, barra, fixa, flexão.
After a while, he stopped going to the gym because he didn't, you know, have money or anything. So that's why he started calisthenics, because you just need like your body weight. So he used to do like in a park close by. Você fazia no parque, não fazia perto da sua casa?
Sim.
Yeah, he used to do in a park close to his house.
E daí veio o convite de novo do meu primeiro coach. Ele tava me olhando fazer as barras lá, os abdominais, aí me fez a proposta de competir a primeira vez. Aí eu já tinha 18 anos.
So he was training calisthenics with his friends when he was 18, and his first coach just passed by and saw him and came to him and was like, dude, have you think about bodybuilding?
Yeah.
You know? And that's how he got into the sport. He's like, he didn't... Você não sabia o que era, né, naquela época ainda, né?
A gente acompanhava, mas não tava muito dentro ainda.
Por causa do Brasil, né?
Era muito de corpo ainda o negócio, muita aparência.
Yeah,
não
exactly.
sobre o esporte.
So in Brazil, because bodybuilding is kind of new, especially back then, he knew what bodybuilding was, but he didn't really know like the competitions and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't have that in, you know, like in the media or anything like that in Brazil.
But there was something you mentioned about us seeing each other in 2018, or you seen me in 2018 where you won your pro card.
Yeah.
Man, I wish we took that picture because it would have been great to look back on that photo. But no, you are the star. You are the one that needs all the security. Yes, of course. I have security when I go to Brazil, but this guy has extra security, you know. But how is that feeling for you to win your pro card 2018 and now be at these incredible expos in Brazil and you are the man?
Ele falou assim, mano, como é que é pra você ter ganhado o seu Pro Card em 2018 e agora, tipo assim, você é o cara que tá com um bonde de segurança, não é ele, né? Você que é a estrela do atual, né? Como é que você se sente em relação a isso?
Então, antes de chegar, né, no Olímpia, né, fiz minhas preparações no Acre, tudo com as condições mínimas. E para ir pro Olímpia foi do mesmo jeito. Acabei fazendo rifa para poder vender e ter dinheiro. Acabei vendendo coisa minha para poder ter dinheiro, para poder comprar minhas paradas. E aqui ainda tive a ajuda de uns amigos que me ajudaram nas refeições para finalizar no Mr. Olímpia. Foi muito Pode falar, que eu vou falando o resto depois.
He said it was very difficult the 2018 for his pro card because his pre-contest he didn't have money to finish his pre-contest, so he needed to do like raffles, and he sold stuff that for him to be able to finish. People here in the United States helped him with meals in the last days for him to finish.
E depois que eu conquistei meu Procard, eu voltei para o meu estado com a esperança de que as portas iriam se abrir com patrocinadores e tudo, mas não aconteceu isso. Então eu fiquei mais 1 ano e pouco sem competir.
After he got his pro card, he went back to Acre, where he's from, and he thought like the door would be open, you know, for sponsors and stuff, but nothing came. And after, depois de 1 ano e meio, você falou?
1 ano e pouco. Aí veio o Covid também.
Oh yeah, after like a year and something, and then COVID came to.
Praticamente 2 anos sem competir.
2 years without competing, he was after that. After he got his pro card. 2 years without competing.
Só que nessa época também, como eu tava falando, o fisiculturismo ainda não era muito bem visto.
Sim.
Era muito pouco falado. Era mais inclusive na cidade de São Paulo, ali nas redondezas, onde falavam mais sobre fisiculturismo, e no Acre não tinha nada, então ninguém acreditava no esporte ainda.
So because bodybuilding is new, I mean, I know it's 2018, 19, 20, but it's still new. It was more in São Paulo. In the other states was not that many people that
knew. Because São Paulo is the main city, right?
Nessa época.
Yeah, during that time, not right now, during that time. So I mean, nobody really believed in the sport to sponsor him.
Wow.
E depois começaram a fazer mais competições, começaram a dar mais procards, então o fisiculturismo foi se elevando, alguns atletas foram se destacando e trazendo mais visibilidade para o Brasil. Nós aqui somos um desses atletas, né? E é isso.
Oh yeah, because I mean, like since 2018 until now, like the bodybuilding in Brazil just grew so much. They have more competitions, more pro cards, a lot more Brazilian athletes outside, you know what I'm saying, competing in the world, representing Brazil.
E com as conquistas que a gente teve, a gente também trouxe mais visibilidade, e assim a gente foi crescendo.
Oh yeah, that's true. And like, I mean, with the Brazilians winning outside of the country and bringing, you know, titles to Brazil, it grows a lot more, the sport, for sure.
Right. Wow. So I want to talk about this. So 2018, for 2 years, you didn't have no sponsor.
Por 2 anos, né? Depois de 2018, não teve patrocínio.
Não,
so,
não tinha.
So how were you able to improve during that time?
Como é que você melhorou durante esse tempo?
Eu sempre gostei de me exercitar. Então, mesmo sem dinheiro para academia, eu ia para as praças fazer calistenia. Assim que eu comecei a ter acesso a algumas academias que estavam privadas ali pela questão do Covid, eu continuei indo também, meus amigos deixaram. Então eu dependi até um pouco da genética, né, que me favoreceu bastante, não deixou eu perder o meu shape, então foi isso.
He said, first of all, he loved to work out. So even though he didn't have money, he would go to the park and do calisthenics and stuff. And he thinks it also because of his generics, he didn't lose much muscle mass. I think that helps for sure.
One movement.
Yeah. good blood flow.
Yeah.
I see that. Even with us training this week.
Yeah.
Couple of sets, just go.
Yeah.
That's a blessing. Thankfully I have good blood flow in on me too. But his physique reminds me so much of myself before I focused on the bodybuilding. There was a time where just structurally wise, I just look at him and go, man, just classic physique to me is one of my favorite classes in bodybuilding, in all classes. Without me saying too much, but I look at classic and go, man, I probably would have done classic.
You would?
Yeah, I would have trained for that.
Ele faria clássica, ele prefere classic de qualquer outra categoria. Ele falou assim que ele olha para seu físico, a estrutura do seu físico, e lembra bastante ele antes de ser fisiculturista, ele falou. Antes de ser bodybuilder, né, na verdade. You mean before to 12 or before bodybuilding?
I just love classic. For me, I got into bodybuilding because I like old school. I love the lines of bodybuilding, and that's what I gravitate to. My eye is drawn to beautiful physiques.
What is the difference between, for me, right? Like, I don't know. What's the difference between classic and the 212? Like, what's that?
Well, it's a weight cut. Like, for example, Ramon wouldn't be able to compete in the 212 because he's too heavy. What is your weight on stage, Ramon?
Qual que é o seu peso no palco?
103.
103?
So what is that in kilos?
I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah, as he's looking it up.
Oh,
how's the chat?
103. Eu tenho que bater 103.
They've got some questions. Okay, we'll wait.
227.
227. Yeah, see, so he's way over the weight cut. So, for me, you know, with how it works in classic physique, it's height. So you height in, and then you have a weight that you have to be in. So I think for me, 5'6" would be 190 something pounds. I think, I believe, for the pro. So, but it wasn't created during that time. So the 212 class, there was open class, then they brought 202, then they made the 212. And then many years later, Classic Physique came along. But what I love about the IFBB, and shout out to Jim Mannion and Steve Weinberger and Tyler Mannion, whole Mannion family, is they've created classes for people that wouldn't be able to fall into the 212 class, or they wouldn't be, they maybe didn't want to do the open class, but they have a beautiful structure. So then they can do Classic Physique. And then they've got a new class called Wellness. Now, if you look at all the women in South America, Brazil, these girls get born with big legs, so that they, no matter how they diet, no matter how they train, they will never have the streamlined bikini legs.
Right.
So Wellness is dominated by Brazil. It's I mean, they created that class in my eyes for Brazil, let's be honest. And then the champions are all coming from Brazil. But going back to the question, what was the bloody question? We asked what his weight was. You asked me a question. He asked a question. We're all over the place.
I had just asked you the difference between the 212 and the Classic, which you
what was before that?
For the gym.
For the
Yeah,
gym?
the gym.
Yeah, the gym. You're asking if you
Yeah,
know.
the gym.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I'm totally thrown off. But welcome to the live. But let me just keep on timeline, because for me this is very interesting and just goes to show your mentality. So you didn't have a sponsor, you didn't have money to go to the gym, but you still continued training, and you done it, in the best way that you could find, and that was through training outside. And I've been to Brazil. I see all these mini parks. They have push-up bars, pull-up bars. They're everywhere. So he was doing calisthenics, and this guy can still do a flag,
Jesus Christ, is true. And muscle up too.
Wow.
a muscle up.
Wow.
No
and a
one,
flag.
more than one.
No, I know.
Você faz mais do que um muscle up, mas
Ah, faço.
muito mais do
Muscle
que
up.
o...
Come on, show your forearms, bro. that is from fucking calisthenics. That is unbelievable. So 18, didn't have a gym, didn't have a sponsor. So you were still living in your town where you were living in Brazil at that point in time. You not moved to São Paulo at that point in time.
Aqueles 2 anos que você tava parado lá, que você tava treinando calistenia, você tava no Acre, né?
No Acre.
He was in
Uhum.
his town, yeah.
Aí eu tinha uma amiga que sempre ficava fotografando. Eu pedia para ela tirar foto do shape, então a gente postava. E os canais sempre ficavam comentando sobre o shape. E aí veio o convite do Toguro.
He had a friend who would always take his pictures and stuff and post it, and people start seeing him in his physique. That's when a guy, very famous guy from Brazil, named Toguro,
Yeah.
reached him out.
So
Yeah.
tell us that story. How did you and Seguro meet?
Como é que você e o Toguro se conheceram?
Então, eu acompanhava o trabalho dele pelo YouTube. E no Acre, ele me fez o convite lá de São Paulo. Eu estava em São Paulo e falou assim: "Ei, Ramon, quer passar uma temporada aqui na Mansão Maromba?" Que era uma casa onde tinha vários influencers, né? E eles estavam lá para conseguir subir na carreira, adquirir patrocínios e tudo. Então ele me convidou para lá.
So Toguro, he has many channels in Brazil.
Toguro.
Toguro.
I know.
You know him?
Tattoos.
You
Yeah.
got it,
Yes.
So
Toguro.
he has a place called Bodybuilding Mansion.
Okay.
Has really nothing to do with bodybuilding.
Right.
It is more like an influencer kind of house.
Yes.
Oh, influencer house. We have him here. Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
So he just like helps people to just to take off in their career. So he reached him out saying, "Hey, Ramon, come over to the bodybuilding mansion in São Paulo. Stay with us."
Back from Brazil, or from São Paulo.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
For him to be able to be seen, you know what I'm saying, to be connected to
Yeah.
people like he did, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what happened.
So I know you and your mother are very close.
Mhm.
You and your mom,
Você e sua mãe são muito
Eu e minha
próximos.
the
mãe,
family. How
Sua
hard?
família.
How hard was it? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
minha mãe é separada do meu pai. Então eu tive minha vivência toda com meu pai. Mas nunca deixei de falar com ela, nunca deixei de responder ela, nem nada. Minha mãe, né?
Their parents are divorced. He was raised by his dad,
Okay.
but he has never stopped talking to his mom.
Yeah.
It's part of his life, but he was raised by his dad.
So, okay. Well, my information, this is the thing. all information on Ramon in this country is all over the
E
place.
ninguém sabe disso. Ele conseguiu arrancar isso agora.
That's true. Nobody knows that.
Nobody knows.
No.
Well, thank you for sharing that. But how hard was it for you to leave your family, your brothers, to go to São Paulo from the only place that you've been brought up?
Quanto foi difícil para você sair do Acre, deixar sua família e ir para São Paulo?
As primeiras vezes foi muito, muito ruim, saudade, né? A cabeça ficava pensando, caramba, o que é que eu tô fazendo? Eu deixei minha família lá, se não der certo aqui pra mim, eu vou voltar pra lá e, pô, nada pra eles. Então, eu ficava muito nisso, né? Ficava pensando muito por eles lá, estando aqui em São Paulo, trabalhando, mas com a mente lá. E eu fui me adaptando, né? Me fazendo, né, aqui meus trabalhos e tentando viver minha vida sozinho. E daí eu fui conseguindo, sabe? Mandava mensagem todo santo dia, às vezes chorava de saudade, a Vitória vinha, falava, não, amor, isso é parte do processo, uma hora você vai estar com eles, uma hora vai dar tudo certo.
He said the first times it was very difficult. He missed them a lot. And he was, of course, very afraid that, it didn't work in São Paulo. He was like, if it didn't work, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just go back to Acre. I'm not going to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to bring anything to my family. And sometimes he said, during messages and stuff, he would cry, miss his family, and Victoria would come to him and was like, is everything okay? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see your family very soon, but it's gonna be worth it, and you're gonna see, you know what I'm saying? So she was always supporting him.
Foi um trabalho ali por muito tempo. Hoje eu já consigo ficar tranquilo, mas antigamente eu escutava música que lembrava meu pai, chorava, lembrava dos meus irmãos, chorava.
He said it was very difficult for him. He would listen music, he would cry, remembering his brothers, remembering his dad. It was a process.
Yeah.
Now of course he still misses them, you know what I'm saying? But he's a lot better now.
Porque imagina você sair numa cidade pequena, num estado pequeno, e ir para uma cidade, uma metrópole enorme, e ir sozinho, só com a fé e Deus ali contigo. Cara, é difícil.
Because imagine for you to leave such a small town, you know what I'm saying? Like very, very little small place with your family, tiny, your whole life, and go to like a huge city like that by yourself. He said, just with the faith and the God.
Muita oportunidade, mas
a lot of
boas e
opportunities,
ruins.
good and bad too.
Yes.
You know?
Então, soube escolher ali, a Vitória também comigo, a gente soube fazer o nosso caminho ali.
Yeah, he said he was choosing very carefully his ways with his wife. You know what I'm saying? They were always like thinking what way to go. Which way is better.
Well, firstly, if anybody understands that leap of faith, it's me. I came here when I was 19 and I moved here at 23 on my own. So the tears and the missing of birthdays and it's tough.
Ele também fez a mesma coisa, né? Ele também veio pra cá com 19 anos, deixou a família dele.
So hard,
então ele entende.
So hard. But for me, my motivation was trying to not only change my life, but change my family's life.
Yes.
Was that your motivation too?
Yes.
Yeah. What year was this?
What year?
Yeah, what year was this, Danny? What year are we at right now when him and Victoria were trying to plan the future?
Qual ano que você foi pra Mansão Maromba?
2020.
Foi o ano que você conheceu a Vit também, né?
Sim.
Because the thing is, Victoria was also in the same bodybuilding mansion.
No.
Yes, that's exactly where they met.
Foi assim, eu vim do Acre, ela já tava lá na casa.
She was already in the mansion, he came from Acre.
Mas antes dela entrar, eu já tinha entrado antes, daí voltei pro Acre, aí eu voltei pra São Paulo de novo e ela tava na casa.
Yes.
Aí eu fiquei curtindo as fotos dela e tudo, e assim que eu entrei, eu fui direto atrás dela.
So yeah, that's
a casa com
nice
1001 mulheres, eu fui atrás diretamente dela.
That's a nice story, man, because has so many girls in that house, but so many girls, and he had always just had eyes for her, always. First time that he went to Togru's house, he saw her, and he was like,
"That's mine."
Exactly.
Yes.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Second time that he went back there,
dia.
Yeah, since first day he talked to her, and they were together since first day.
How long has this been?
4 years.
4 years. Yeah. Wow. And you guys just...
That was 2020.
Yeah. When you guys got together, you started planning out everything. That's like me and my wife. You know, she's been with me for all these wins. But, you know, my strengths are not her strengths. And her strengths are not my strengths. But together, we can do anything.
Tipo assim, que as coisas fortes da mulher dele não são as dele, e as dele não são da mulher dele. Então eles juntos, exatamente.
Having Victoria next to you, you know, during this time, you know, what kind of things, what hardships did you guys go through together to get you to that first big sponsor?
Ele falou o seguinte: qual que foi as dificuldades que você teve para conseguir o primeiro patrocínio, você e a Vitória? Porque você e a Vitória que planejaram, né? Vocês já estavam juntos e tudo mais. Qual foi a primeira dificuldade que você teve?
And even if you got any stories.
Aí, se tivesse alguma história também, pode contar.
Sim, a dificuldade foi essa. Eu vim do Acre, sem patrocínio nenhum, sem nada. Na verdade, eu tinha um patrocínio, mas era muito fraco. Eles só mandavam suplementos. E eu precisava de dinheiro para fazer minha preparação e tudo. Então, quando eu cheguei na mansão, o próprio Toguro, ele chamou um dos patrocinadores, um dos meus primeiros lá. Então, eu fechei com eles. Foi a Growth.
Uhum.
E eu fechei com eles e tudo. Aí a Vitória me ajudava a trabalhar minha mídia e tudo. Ali é comigo para todo lugar, entendeu? Para estar ali comigo, para ela aprender também sobre o esporte, sobre como trabalhar ali. E foi isso.
So he said it was
O Toguro que eu vim com um patrocinador, o Toguro me apresentou outro.
Yeah, the thing is, he had an sponsor when he came to Toguro, but it was just like supplements. It was nothing. No money, no nothing. Just like, you know, just some ways and stuff. When he came to Toguro introduced him to his first sponsor, and Vitória, she was always with him, learning, you know, about the bodybuilding, about like media and stuff, and working his media as well to help him out, you know what I'm saying, with everything.
E logo após a gente recebeu o convite da Max Titanium.
Right after they were invited to be at Max Titanium team.
Well, so your wife helped you with the social media?
Yes, every time.
Bro, my wife got me on Instagram, and first my wife had more followers than me on Instagram, and then it became a competition.
Yeah.
And then next thing we were battling, and I said, she's like,
yes.
Oh my gosh, did Vitória have more followers than you?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
A Vitória tinha mais seguidor que você quando você começou?
Se você treina e está em busca de manipulados de qualidade, seja para aumentar o seu foco durante o dia ou aumentar os seus níveis de testosterona de forma natural, então você precisa conhecer a Galênica Pharma. A Galênica é uma empresa consolidada no mercado, com mais de 50 anos de existência e conta com inúmeros manipulados como Super Testo Pro, Focus Pro, Noite de Sono e outros dessa mesma linha. E ao utilizar o nosso cupom clássico mais pagamento via Pix, você garante 15% de desconto em todo o site. O link está aqui na descrição.